Hello, everyone. I have some breaking news that I want to share with you. No, I don't have any breaking news. This has been the story of my life in this whole week, especially Tuesday and yesterday. People saying, I'm so tired of hearing breaking news. Here comes breaking news without any news that is satisfactory news to hear. My name is Dr. Stam. I am actually a telehealth professional who specializes in mental health. And I just wanted to come and talk to many of you because this week has been full of people or maybe clients that we just so full of worry and stress and anxiety that I thought, what about those people that are not talking to a counselor, to a therapist? How are you surviving? So I just wanted to share four quick tips with you on how to deal with worry and anxiety. Because right now, not only are we dealing with the pandemic, with the changes in our families, in our work, we're also dealing in the USA with the politics, environment, and racism, police brutality. I mean, you name it, it's always been on the news and just stressful stuff. But then I think in the last 2 days, everything is exacerbated because everyone is now stressed and anxious and worried about what the results will bring. I found myself this week talking to most of my clients about ways they can cope with the natural anxiety that arises in the course of everyday life, but mostly managing these anticipated results that are coming through managing the pandemic because it's on the rise again. I know in the USA we're seeing the news that it's on the rise again, so that means people have to be really careful and also continue to look out for how they can protect themselves and their families. So something about waiting that many of us cannot wait for anything in life. It's like when you're told to wait, it's like, okay, how long do I have to wait? And when we don't have a deadline of when you're supposed to wait, when the results are coming, everybody is anxious, including myself. I don't want to lie to you. I've been on the edge as well. But what I did was I knew exactly why I'm on the edge. If I watch the news, if I talk to people, listen to people, read on social media, my stress levels were picking up. So I said, no, I'm only going to do this once a day. I'll watch the news. I'll make a comment once a day, on social media if I see anything. But otherwise, I don't want to be reading and listening to the news throughout the day. Well, I can't anyway because I'm constantly on the phone, on the video, talking to people. So here are the quick tips. The number one thing is to be present to what's happening in the first, that's the first part of managing anxiety and worry. Getting clear on what exactly is causing you anxiety, fear, and worry. Well, I know many people will watch this and go, well, oh, duh, I'm worried about the results coming in. I know that. But the results coming in alone, is something that, yes, we are anticipating. But are you watching too much news? Are you watching different people that are saying different things? What are you paying attention to that is, continuing to trigger your anxiety to elevate? That's the first thing that you want to make sure that you're not constantly exposing yourself to those things that will provoke you to continue to be anxious. So like I said, I decided I'm not doing social media or TV. Maybe you might want to benefit from that as well and try that. The second thing is be mindful, being aware, of what your mind is thinking, what, is surrounding you is probably also another step that is really important to manage anxiety and worry. And mindfulness and is meditation. It's a sort of meditation of quieting in your mind and relaxing your mind. Guess what? I've had so many people that are saying, I can't sleep, my wife can't sleep, my husband can't sleep, the kids can't sleep, everybody's up. And we all just like pacing up and down and we're watching TV, but we just can't find sleep. You want to see if you can relax and meditate so that you can relax your mind and sleep. Not having sleep, many of them are struggling during the day now at work and with the children because of lack of sleep. So it's not good. Because now already from Tuesday to now, that's 2 days of not sleeping. That's not good for you or your family. So try and be mindful and do some mindfulness. It helps. It helps to quieten your mind and keep you grounded. And how do we do that? You might say, what I usually encourage, my clients to do, and I practice it first. I don't share anything that I don't practice. To take a break and take 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out, a breathing exercise. So what you do is you breathe in and you count 1, 2, 3, and then you breathe out 1, 2, 3. When you breathe out, do it in a way where you're blowing out that air so that you can relax. I'll do a quick practice with you. So you breathe in. And breathe out. You do another quick one. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're going to do one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Even that quick one will help you relax, your heart rate and the thoughts that are coming in your mind. The third thing is, check your breathing. When I ask, the people that I speak with or help, right, and say, how good are you at noticing your breath? Do you know what they do? They look at me with that, like that's the first time they're hearing that you have to notice your breath. What do you mean? Yes, you do need to notice your breath. You do need to notice whether, you're breathing slowly, you're breathing fast, you're breathing, with anxiety. How are you breathing? So this might be true for yourself too, that, if I ask you, how do you notice, or have you ever noticed how you're breathing? You probably are also shocked and surprised. And for the first time, you're like, noticing breathing. Yes. It's really, really a good stress management or anxiety management tactic to be able to manage and monitor how you're breathing. Another way of making sure that you are cognizant of how you're breathing is take breathing breaks, so that you can get connected to the way that you're breathing, because now you are relaxing. There are 4 things that I'll do real quick. I'm always going real quick, but I talk. You can tell I'm a therapist, right? Check your thinking. You want to check what it is that you're thinking about at all times, because we become what we think about all the time. So during the day, right, you are likely to come across a lot of people, events, shows, news, and situations that have the potential to trigger your anxiety and worry. I want you to be cognizant of those things and try and avoid as much as you can those things that make your anxiety go peak higher. What I mean is the way that you think about those events, the news, the situations, or, the environment is what determines, what gets you anxious or how anxious you're going to be. So you want to manage and monitor those things so that you don't continue to focus or give your energy to those things that, triggers to you that are anxiety provoking. So the question is, are you ready and prepared for the results, regardless of how they come? If they come in, supporting your party or not, are you ready for it? We need to be prepared because it can go either way. So we need to be prepared for those results. We need to be prepared of how we're going to handle those results. I urge you to take care of your anxiety as well as your thoughts and prepare yourself for the results, however they're coming. I hope that this brings you a little bit of calm and peace to just be reminded that we need to take care of our mental wellness. This again is Dr. STEM. Be encouraged.